Miss Kessler, before I open this, understand something. Once you know what's inside, there's no version of your life where you don't know it.
My mother's been dead 3 weeks. I already lost the only life I had. Open it.
Your mother's name isn't the one on your original birth certificate.
That's not possible. I've seen my birth certificate.
You've seen the one she gave you. There's another. Filed, then sealed 19 days after you were born.
Sealed by who?
By my office, on the instruction of a man named Julian Voss.
The Julian Voss.
Your father.
Say that again.
Julian Voss is your father, Miss Kessler, and he's known you existed for 28 years.
Mara, there's a box, top of my closet, behind the winter coats.
Mom, don't. You're not going anywhere tonight.
I need you to promise me. Don't open it until I'm gone. Promise me.
You're scaring me.
I know, I'm sorry. I should have told you years ago. I told myself I was protecting you.
Protecting me from what? Mom, from what?
You were the best thing I ever did, right? Whatever else, you were that. I love you so much, my daughter.
You don't have to do this tonight. She told me not to open it until she was gone. She's gone. Priya, do you know who this is? Mara, that's Julian Voss, the Voss Dynamics guy. He was on the cover of Forbes 2 months ago. That doesn't make sense. My mom cleaned houses. She waited tables. Open the letter. Okay. She says his name is my father. She says he doesn't know I exist. She says she took money to disappear and raise me herself, and that she never regretted it. But she needed me to know before I heard it from someone else. Someone else like who? Did she say anything? She doesn't say. Nothing at all? This is real. All of it.
It's real. Your mother was paid $400,000, structured as an anonymous trust, on the condition she never contact Mr. Voss and never reveal his identity to you.
She kept that promise for 28 years.
She did. Admirably, some would say.
Why are you the one telling me this?
Because your mother's death. Mr. Voss added a clause himself over my objection 28 years ago. If Diane Kessler died before you turned 30, you were to be told the truth. His words, the choice she never got to make.
What choice?
Whether to meet him.
Does he know she's dead?
He does. He's asked to see you tomorrow, his townhouse, Manhattan.
And if I say no?
Then the money's already in your account, and no one calls you again. That was your mother's promise. It doesn't have to be yours.
I want to see his face when he looks at me.
You have her eyes.
You knew that already. You've had eyes on us the whole time, haven't you?
Not on you, never on you directly. That was the one promise I kept.
Then how do you know what my mother's eyes look like?
Because I loved her, Mara. Before there was a company worth billions, before there was a board, a wife my father chose for me. I was 26. I was a coward. When she told me she was pregnant, I let my father's lawyers handle it instead of handling it myself.
You paid her to disappear.
I paid her to survive. There's a difference, Mara, even if it doesn't feel like one from where you're standing.
Father, you didn't mention we were having company.
Camille, this is Mara.
I know exactly who she is. The question is why she's standing in our front hall instead of wherever you've kept her hidden for 28 years.
Camille.
It's fine. I'd want to know too. Let me save everyone some time. My father built this family. My mother stood beside him doing it. I've spent 15 years earning a seat at that table. Whatever you're hoping to find here, a father, an apology, a payday, think very carefully before you go looking for it.
That's enough.
It's barely begun.
I'm sorry, she's not wrong to be angry. She just doesn't know this isn't a threat to her.
Isn't it?
Stay for dinner. Please, let them see you're a person before they decide what you are. Please, I'm begging you.
So, half-sister, that's a lot to process over salmon.
You're taking it better than Camille did.
Camille takes everything like it's a hostile takeover. I mostly just wanted to know if you're going to be weird.
I hadn't thought that far ahead. I knew about you before tonight, Mara. Julian told me years ago when we married. I want you to hear that from me.
Has everyone made peace with it?
Not everyone.
Julian, a word. If she starts asking about the trust structure, Julian, this becomes a very different conversation.
I came to say something my father would disapprove of. I'd appreciate you not repeating it. Go ahead. You should go home. That's it? No lawyers, no offer? You are funny! I'm telling you the truth before it comes, because I think you'd rather have that. My father is 63. He has a heart condition he doesn't advertise. The moment the board learns there's a fourth heir with a legitimate claim, this company becomes a battlefield. You are not equipped for that fight. Is that a threat?
It's a mercy. The people around my father don't play as fair as I do. Ask Richard Sterling why he structured the trust that paid your mother. Ask him why he was in this house before my father even inherited a dollar of it. Then ask yourself why a man like that would be threatened by a nurse from Ohio. I'll be waiting for your call.
She basically told me to run. Or she's trying to scare you off so she doesn't have to split anything. That's what I thought too, but Priya, she looks scared, not of me, of something else.
So what do you do?
I read the rest of the file. Every page. If someone wants me gone badly enough to send a warning, there's a reason in there. This wire transfer, the $400,000 my mother was paid, it didn't come from Julian's personal account.
No.
It came from an account under your name, Richard, structured 3 years before I was even born.
You've done your homework.
I have a mother who spent her whole life not asking questions. I'm done inheriting that habit. What is this account?
Your father was not the only Voss man with secrets. Before I was Julian's attorney, I was his father's. Edmund Voss. Edmund did not build this company as cleanly as the biography will tell you.
What does that have to do with me?
The trust that paid your mother wasn't hush money for an affair. It was a much older account, one I've quietly moved money through for 30 years to bury debts from Edmund's era. Your mother's payment went through it because it was convenient, untraceable.
So my entire life, the reason I grew up without a father, was a paperwork convenience for you.
I'm telling you this because Camille is circling that account right now, trying to prove Julian mishandled family funds to hide you. And so the board removes him and hands her control early. If she finds what's actually in it, decades of Edmund's obligations hidden even from Julian, it isn't just Julian's legacy that burns, it's mine. Possibly a criminal case with my name on every page.
So you want me gone before she finds it?
I want you protected from a fight that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with sins that predate your birth by a decade.
I understand. You should have told my mother that when she was 24, instead of writing her a check and a threat.
I probably shouldn't be here. Camille would lose it if she knew.
Then why are you?
Because someone should tell you the part nobody else will. Camille isn't lying about the account being dangerous, but she's not telling you everything either. She's known about it for 2 years. She's been sitting on it, waiting for the right moment to use it against Dad.
Why didn't she use it before now?
Because until you showed up, there was no clean story to tell the board. Julian hid his father's fraud as ugly, but not disqualifying alone. Julian hid a daughter and buried decades of criminal debt to do it? No, that's a resignation. That's Camille running the company by Christmas.
So I'm not just an heir, I'm a weapon.
You're the trigger. Whether you pull it is still up to you.
I owe you an apology. I've been rehearsing for 28 years, and I still don't have the right words.
Skip the rehearsal, tell me the truth, all of it, starting with what Richard's been hiding since before you even ran this company.
My father built Voss Dynamics on a foundation that wouldn't survive an audit today. When I took over, I had a choice: expose it and watch the company collapse, or let Richard keep managing the bleeding, while I tried to build something better on top of it.
You chose to bury it.
I chose to survive it, just like I chose to let your mother disappear instead of blowing up my father's plans for me at 26. I've spent my whole life choosing survival over truth, and I am so tired of what that's cost the people I claim to love.
Camille wants to use this to take the company from you.
I know.
Did you know she's known for 2 years?
I suspected.
And you did nothing!
What would you have had me do? Cut my own daughter out for wanting what I built her entire life to inherit?
I'd have had you tell the truth before it became a weapon. Point at me!
You're right. I have one more truth, and I need you to hear it from me before Richard or Camille turns it into something uglier.
What?
The board votes on succession in 3 days. I was going to name Camille CEO designate. 2 weeks ago, I changed the language of my will instead to include you.
Not to steal anything from her.
To make sure no one in this family can erase you again the way I let them erase you the first time.
You didn't ask me if I wanted that.
No. I was so afraid of losing you again, I made the same mistake I made with your mother, deciding for you instead of with you.
Before we vote, the board should be aware of certain irregularities in the Voss family trust, dating back to Edmund Voss, obscured for decades, and used 28 years ago to conceal the existence of an illegitimate heir.
Say it plainly, Camille.
My father has been laundering Edmund's old debts through a shell trust for 30 years, and used that same trust to pay off a woman to disappear with his secret daughter. If the board confirms him today, you're confirming a man who has spent his career burying the truth from the people who trusted him most, including his own children.
She's telling the truth about the trust, about the debts, about your mother's payment, Mara, all of it.
Then the board has its answer.
The board has half its answer. What Camille doesn't know is that I brought those irregularities to Julian myself 11 days ago and recommended full voluntary disclosure to the SEC before this meeting ever happened. Julian agreed. The filing goes in this afternoon regardless of how this vote goes.
You're confessing. Voluntarily. Why?
Because I built a company on my father's silence and spent my life extending it. It cost me 28 years with a daughter who deserved better. It nearly cost me the respect of the 2 children who grew up in this house. I'd rather hand you a company with a scar on it than one built on a lie you'll spend your life having to keep, the way I did.
You're destroying everything I've worked for.
No.
I'm giving you something to actually build on.
The board can decide today whether that's still worth leading, but it'll be the truth they're voting on, not my silence.
You could have just taken the money and gone home. So could you. A long time ago, neither of us did.
I looked into your work, the hospice nursing. You were good at it, really good.
I liked it. It was honest work.
There's a foundation the family's launching, funding palliative care access. Unglamorous, unprofitable. Exactly the kind of thing our father spent 30 years avoiding because it doesn't make headlines. Why me? Because you're the only person in this family who's never once asked me for anything. That's rarer around here than you'd think.
I didn't come here seeking a company, or a father who owed me one, if I'm honest.
What were you seeking then?
Someone who'd tell me the truth even when it cost him everything.
He spent his whole life failing to do that. And this is the first time he finally did. Thank you for watching. Please do well to subscribe for more amazing stories.